Hey Spidey fans, welcome back to another wild ride through the Spider-Verse. So picture this, our boy Peter Parker just went through what might be the most brutal emotional roller coaster Marvel has ever put him through. And trust me, that's saying something considering this is the same company that gave us One More Day. Yikes. So, previously on Astonishing Spider-Man, and buckle up because this gets messy fast, Peter's life basically imploded after breaking up with MJ thanks to that whole Demon Paul situation. Yeah, I know. We're all still trying to forget that storyline exists. But here we are. Our heartbroken web-slinger decides to dive into the dating scene because apparently that's what you do when your life falls apart, right? First stop, superhero dating apps. Because apparently those exist now, and honestly, that's actually genius. Imagine the pickup lines. Hey girl, wanna see my web shooters? Anyway, Peter gets bored with the same Avengers crowd. Which, fair enough. So he switches to regular dating apps and meets Linda. Now here's where it gets interesting. And by interesting, I mean completely bonkers. Their first date? Peter forgets his wallet like some teenager, acts weird, and then BAM! Mutated creature attack. Because of course there is. This is Spider-Man we're talking about. But plot twist, a new spider hero shows up calling herself Webhat. She's got a crush on Spidey, they defeat the monster together, and then she vanishes faster than my motivation on Monday mornings. Here's the kicker though, Wave Ham is actually Linda. She's working for some secret organization capturing these creatures. Talk about your complicated workplace relationships. So they keep bumping into each other, fighting monsters, and having the most awkward will they won't they dynamic since Ross and Rachel. Their third date rolls around, and Peter shows up late and moody because he's thinking about MJ. Dude, seriously? Linda rightfully calls him out on this because who wants to hear about their date's ex? That's like dating 101 stuff, Peter. But here's where the story takes a massive left turn that nobody saw coming. The next morning, Peter faces off against some street-level criminal with something called an unmerger gun. Now, I don't know who comes up with these weapon names, but unmerger gun sounds like something a divorce lawyer would use. Anyway, this thing can separate particles, and when it hits Spider-Man, boom, no more powers. Just regular old Peter Parker. And you know what? At first, he loves it. Finally, no more guilt, no more responsibility, no more, with great power comes great responsibility weighing him down. He's out there living his best life, partying, dating, actually enjoying being Peter Parker for once. Even Reed Richards offers to help get his powers back, and Peter's like, nah, I'm good. But then Marvel does what Marvel does best. They emotionally destroy us. Picture this scene. Peter's walking down the street, probably thinking about what normal people think about, like taxes or whether pineapple belongs on pizza, when he sees a fire truck. There's a house on fire, and Peter's first instinct is to back away because, hey, not his problem anymore, right? Wrong! He spots a kid trapped on the upper floor. The crowd's gathering, firefighters are doing their thing, but Peter can see this kid needs help now. So what does our powerless hero do? He grabs a ladder and starts climbing because even without spider powers, Peter Parker is still Peter freaking Parker. But here's the heartbreaking part, and I'm not ashamed to admit this got me right in the feels. The ladder breaks. Peter falls into a dumpster, and right in front of him, the room explodes and the kid dies. Let that sink in for a moment. A child dies while Peter watches helplessly from a dumpster. That's not just dark. That's stare into the abyss and the abyss stares back level storytelling. The doctor tries to console Peter, telling him he did his best, but Peter completely loses it. And honestly, good for him. How is everyone just okay with this? How are people just shrugging and saying, well, these things happen? The crowd's response is what really gets me. There wasn't anything they could have done, and neither could he. He tried his best to save the kid. Peter was broken by this response. And that, my friends, is when Peter Parker realizes that being normal isn't worth the cost. Sometimes you need your powers not because you want them, but because the world needs you to have them. This is where we leave this issue. What did you think of this emotional gut punch? Let me know in the comments if you're ready for Peter to suit up again, or if you think he should stay powerless. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more comic breakdowns that'll make you question everything.